Welcome everyone. I'm excited to kick off our driving skills mastery course today. On this first slide, we're focusing on navigation, hazard recognition, and defensive techniques. Over the course of this presentation, we'll explore how to navigate safely, identify potential hazards early, and employ defensive driving strategies. So let's get started and improve our driving skills together. Let's take a closer look at the foundations of safe and skilled driving. This includes developing vehicle awareness and mastering control techniques, which are essential for maintaining safety on the road. Navigation skills and route planning are also critical, helping us reach our destinations efficiently while staying alert to potential hazards. Recognizing hazards and assessing risks early allows us to react proactively, reducing the chances of accidents. We'll also explore defensive driving principles, which emphasize anticipating the actions of others and staying prepared for unexpected situations. Driving in challenging and adverse conditions, like rain, snow, or fog, requires special skills and caution to stay safe. Collision avoidance and emergency response techniques are vital tools in our safety toolkit. They help us respond quickly and effectively if something goes wrong. Finally, we'll discuss advanced driving strategies and the importance of lifelong safety practices. These concepts work together to build a comprehensive approach to driving that prioritizes safety, skill, and continuous improvement, aligning with our overall goal of becoming safer drivers for life. Let's take a closer look at the foundations of safe and skilled driving. This is a crucial part of our overall presentation because it sets the stage for understanding what truly makes a responsible and competent driver. First, we need to recognize that safety and skill go hand in hand. Developing good driving habits isn't just about following rules, it's about understanding the principles behind safe driving practices. Key points include being aware of your surroundings at all times, maintaining control of the vehicle, and anticipating potential hazards before they become problems. These elements are essential because they help prevent accidents and ensure everyone's safety on the road. It's also important to highlight that safe driving is a continuous process of learning and adapting. No matter how experienced you are, staying mindful and committed to improving your skills is vital. This foundation of safe and skilled driving connects directly to our overall theme of responsible driving, emphasizing that safety isn't just a set of rules, it's a mindset and a lifelong commitment. When you master the basics of driving, you can see a significant reduction in accidents, anywhere from 25 to 40%. This is especially true when you know how to yield properly to pedestrians and other road users. Sharing responsibility on the road means being aware of signs, markings, and right-of-way rules. Recognizing these helps you anticipate potential conflicts and make predictable, safe choices. It's also crucial to understand road rules and signals. They guide us and keep everyone safe. Maintaining steady steering, consistent speed, and proper spacing allows you to respond smoothly to hazards and changing traffic conditions. All of these fundamentals, vehicle control, awareness, and responsibility, are the building blocks of safe driving. When you focus on these basic concepts, you're not just driving, you're driving responsibly and proactively, which benefits everyone on the road. Now, let's talk about some key aspects of safe driving. First, driver etiquette. This involves courteous and predictable behaviors like yielding, signaling, and showing patience. When we practice good etiquette, it creates safer interactions on the road and helps reduce conflicts or misunderstandings between drivers. It's really about being respectful and considerate of others behind the wheel. Next, we have traffic laws. These are standardized rules such as speed limits, right-of-way, and how to properly use signals. They're designed to keep everyone safe by minimizing accidents and maintaining order on the roads. Following traffic laws isn't just about avoiding tickets, it's about protecting yourself and others. Finally, legal requirements include things like licensing, vehicle registration, and insurance. These requirements make sure that drivers are qualified to be on the road and that vehicles meet safety standards. When all these elements, etiquette, laws, and legal requirements, come together, they form the foundation of responsible driving and help us all arrive safely at our destinations. Let's talk about the importance of a safety-first mindset and situational awareness. When we focus on staying alert and aware of our surroundings, we significantly reduce the risk of crashes. In fact, training that emphasizes situational awareness can cut crash risks by about 15 to 20%. This highlights how crucial it is to stay vigilant and proactive on the road. By integrating these principles into our daily routines, we not only protect ourselves but also contribute to a safer environment for everyone. Remember, awareness isn't just a skill, it's a mindset that can save lives. Let's take a closer look at vehicle awareness and control techniques. These are essential skills for ensuring safety on the road. First, being aware of your surroundings means constantly scanning for other vehicles, pedestrians, and potential hazards. It's about staying alert and not getting distracted. Control techniques involve how you handle your vehicle, especially in tricky situations. For example, smooth steering and braking help maintain stability and prevent accidents. One key concept is the importance of adjusting your speed and position based on road conditions and traffic flow. Connecting this to our overall theme, mastering awareness and control not only helps prevent collisions, but also builds confidence behind the wheel. Remember, the goal is to anticipate problems before they happen and respond calmly and effectively. These skills are the foundation of safe driving and responsible road sharing. Understanding your vehicle's dashboard can really make a difference in safe driving. When you're familiar with what the indicators mean, it can actually reduce breakdowns by about 18%. That's a significant safety boost. Recognizing warning lights like fuel, engine, and ABS indicators allows you to respond promptly to issues before they become serious. This proactive approach keeps you safer on the road. It's also important to be comfortable with the core controls: steering, accelerator, brake, clutch if you're driving a manual, and indicators. When these become second nature, your driving feels smoother and more confident. So, take the time to learn what each warning and control does. It's not just about knowing, it's about being prepared to handle your vehicle responsibly and safely. Let's talk about proper seating, steering, and mirrors, which are all crucial for safe driving. First, mirrors. Make sure your side and rearview mirrors are set correctly to minimize blind spots. Proper alignment really boosts your visibility and helps prevent collisions. Next, steering. Always hold the wheel at the 9 and 3 o'clock positions. Adjust the steering wheel height and distance so your arms are slightly bent and your shoulders stay relaxed. This position gives you better control and reduces fatigue. And finally, your seat. Adjust the height and distance so your feet can comfortably reach the pedals and your back is fully supported. Good posture not only keeps you comfortable, but also improves your control of the vehicle. When you combine proper seating, steering, and mirror adjustment, you create a safer, more comfortable driving experience that supports your overall safety on the road. Let's talk about safety impact and how these techniques can really make a difference. Using careful steering inputs, for example, can reduce the likelihood of accidents in urban driving by up to 25%. That's a significant improvement, and it all comes down to turning the wheels smoothly and steadily. Avoid sharp, fast movements because they can destabilize the vehicle and increase risk. Next, graduated braking is key. Starting to brake gently and increasing pressure gradually helps prevent abrupt stops that could lead to skidding. It's all about controlling the vehicle smoothly through changing traffic conditions. And then there's smooth acceleration. Applying the throttle gradually avoids sudden surges, which not only keeps passengers comfortable, but also reduces tire wear and improves fuel efficiency. Finally, combining smooth acceleration, braking, and turning creates a safer, more controlled driving experience overall. When you master these techniques, you're not just making your drive safer, you're also contributing to safer roads for everyone. Now, let's talk about navigation skills and route planning. When you're out in the field, it's essential to have a good understanding of signs, GPS tools, and how to select a safe route. Signs are your first line of communication with the environment. They help confirm you're on the right path or alert you to important information. GPS tools, whether handheld devices or smartphone apps, can be incredibly helpful in pinpointing your exact location and guiding you toward your destination. However, it's always wise to use GPS as a supplement, not your only resource, because technology can sometimes fail. Finally, selecting a safe route involves considering terrain, weather, and potential hazards. Always plan ahead, look for the most reliable, least risky path, and be prepared to adapt if conditions change. Combining these skills, reading signs, using GPS tools wisely, and choosing your route carefully is crucial for safe and effective navigation. This ties into the overall theme of staying safe and confident while exploring or conducting fieldwork. Let's talk about why this really matters. Signs and markings are more than just shapes and colors. They communicate essential rules, priorities, and hazards that help us drive safely and stay compliant. When we understand these signals clearly, it becomes much easier to navigate roads confidently. Having a good grasp of signs also improves our ability to navigate better. Correct interpretation of these signs and markings supports making timely decisions, especially when you're approaching complex intersections or dealing with changing lane patterns. This can be the difference between a smooth drive and a risky situation. And there's concrete evidence showing that when drivers are well-versed in reading road signs, there's a significant impact. Studies show a 35% reduction in route errors and unsafe maneuvers among such drivers. That's a huge improvement in safety and efficiency. So, mastering how to read road signs and markings is a key part of safe driving. It's about more than just following rules. It's about making smarter, safer decisions every time you're behind the wheel. Now, let's take a look at how integrating GPS with real-time traffic data can actually make a difference. On average, we're seeing travel time reductions of about 10 to 20%. That might not sound huge at first, but think about it. Saving even 15 minutes on a daily commute adds up over time. This kind of improvement not only saves time, but also reduces congestion and stress. It's a clear example of how leveraging technology can enhance our daily travel experiences. And this ties directly into our overall goal of making transportation smarter, more efficient, and more user-friendly. Now, let's talk about planning safe and efficient routes. First, it's crucial to assess traffic density, evaluating both current and predicted levels on our routes. This helps us minimize congestion and avoid delays. Next, checking road conditions is essential. Reviewing pavement quality, construction zones, and weather impacts allows us to steer clear of hazardous areas. Considering the time of day also plays a key role. By planning departures and arrivals to avoid rush hours and make the most of daylight driving, we enhance safety and efficiency. Mapping hazard zones, such as accident hotspots or high-risk areas, gives us the opportunity for proactive avoidance, reducing potential dangers. Customizing the route type is another important step. Whether we're navigating urban complexity or highways at higher speeds, tailoring our route helps us optimize for specific risks. Additionally, pre-planning can significantly reduce risky behaviors. Studies show it can cut down such actions by up to 18%. And finally, using real-time navigation tools to monitor conditions allows us to update routes on the fly, ensuring we adapt to changing situations, which ultimately improves safety and efficiency. All these steps together help us create smarter, safer routes every time. Let's talk about hazard recognition and risk assessment. This is a crucial part of maintaining safety in any environment. First, recognizing hazards means being able to identify potential sources of harm before an incident occurs. It requires awareness and attention to detail, whether you're inspecting a site or reviewing procedures. Once hazards are recognized, the next step is assessing the risk they pose. This involves evaluating the likelihood of an incident happening and the severity of its potential consequences. Understanding this helps us prioritize which hazards need immediate action and which ones can be monitored over time. Together, hazard recognition and risk assessment form the foundation for proactive safety management. They help us prevent accidents by identifying risks early and taking steps to mitigate them. Remember, This process is ongoing, conditions change, so continuous vigilance is key. By mastering these skills, we can create safer work environments and protect everyone involved. This aligns perfectly with our overall goal of fostering a safety-first culture. Now let's talk about recognizing various road hazards. It's crucial to be alert for pedestrians, cyclists, animals, debris, weather effects, and even mechanical failures. These are common obstacles that can unexpectedly appear on the road. Both predictable hazards, like a school zone during certain hours, and less predictable ones, such as sudden weather changes or a mechanical issue, require us to stay vigilant at all times. Being adaptable in our responses is key to staying safe. Research shows that hazard detection training can reduce crashes by about 30%. That's a significant improvement, and it highlights how important it is to develop good awareness and quick reaction skills. Remember, whether hazards are common or uncommon, our ability to identify them early and respond appropriately is what keeps everyone safe on the road. This ties back to our overall goal of proactive driving, anticipating risks before they become problems. Let's talk about driver behavior and how it impacts safety across different driving environments. Aggressive or distracted driving significantly increases the risk of accidents in all settings. The good news is that when drivers assess the situation carefully and adapt their behavior accordingly, we can reduce accident rates by nearly 25%. Now, on highways, we typically see a consistent flow of traffic and higher speeds, which might seem safer at first glance. However, the risk goes up with lane changes and merging, because these moments are when drivers are most vulnerable to collisions. Plus, accidents that happen on highways tend to be more severe due to the higher speeds involved. Moving to rural roads, the traffic volume is usually lower, but that can be misleading. Unexpected hazards like wildlife or sharp turns can catch drivers off guard. Visibility might be limited, and managing speed becomes even more critical to react swiftly to surprises. Finally, urban roads are a whole different ballgame. They feature high traffic density, frequent stops, and unpredictable pedestrian movements. This environment demands heightened situational awareness from drivers to navigate safely and avoid accidents. By understanding these different environments and the specific risks they pose, we can better assess danger and adapt our driving behavior accordingly. This approach is key to improving safety across all traffic environments. Did you know that approximately 20% of crashes are related to fatigue? That's a significant portion, and it really highlights just how important rest is when you're behind the wheel. When you're tired, your reaction times slow down, your focus diminishes, and your decision-making can become impaired. So, to stay safe, it's crucial to prioritize getting enough rest before long drives. Staying hydrated is equally important, as dehydration can cause fatigue and reduce alertness. Remember to take regular breaks during your journey, stretch, walk around a bit, and refresh your mind. And finally, avoiding distractions is key. When you're tired, you're more prone to get distracted, which increases the risk of an accident. All these points reinforce the overall message of this presentation. Staying alert and taking care of yourself is essential to keep everyone safe on the road. Let's talk about defensive driving principles. These are the key strategies we use to stay safe on the road and prevent accidents. First, always stay alert and attentive to your surroundings. This means watching for other drivers, pedestrians, and potential hazards. Remember, staying focused helps you react quickly if something unexpected happens. Second, maintain a safe following distance. This gives you plenty of time to brake or maneuver if the vehicle in front of you suddenly stops. Third, obey traffic laws and signs. They're there to keep everyone safe. Fourth, anticipate the actions of others. Don't assume they will do what you expect. Being proactive can help you avoid dangerous situations. Finally, avoid distractions like phones or eating while driving. Our overall goal is to drive defensively, being aware and prepared at all times. These principles are essential for maintaining safety not just for yourself, but for everyone on the road. Let's talk about preparedness and response. Being ready to react quickly to unexpected events or mistakes from others is crucial. For example, maintaining safe distances and having clear escape routes can significantly reduce the risk of a collision, up to around 40%. It's all about staying alert and prepared for the unexpected. Next, hazard prediction plays a vital role. Recognizing and predicting potential risks on the road, like sudden stops, erratic drivers, or changing weather conditions, allows us to respond in a timely and safe manner. The key is to stay ahead of the situation, not just react to it. That's where anticipatory skills come into play. Proactively scanning the environment helps us spot potential hazards before they become imminent dangers. By anticipating what might happen, we can adjust our actions accordingly, which is essential for preventing accidents. Finally, all of these elements, preparedness, hazard prediction, and anticipation, are the core pillars of defensive driving. They work together to create a safer driving environment, helping us stay in control and avoid collisions. Remember, the goal is to stay proactive and vigilant at all times. Understanding what other road users are doing is crucial for safe driving. When I focus on observation, I'm monitoring pedestrians, cyclists, and other vehicles for early signs of movement or intent. This helps me anticipate what might happen next. Next comes prediction, where I assess potential actions like sudden stops, lane changes, or crossing movements based on what I observe and the overall traffic context. This step allows me to form a mental picture of possible future scenarios on the road. Then I move into adjustment. This involves modifying my speed, lane position, and readiness to brake or steer. By doing this proactively, I can respond more quickly if the situation changes unexpectedly. All of these steps, observation, prediction, and adjustment, are interconnected and essential for anticipatory driving. They work together to cut reaction times by about 30%, which significantly lowers the risk of accidents. Ultimately, anticipating other road users helps me stay safer and more prepared for any surprises on the road. Practicing these skills really helps improve your spatial judgment and decision timing. That means you'll be more confident and calmer during lane changes and braking situations, making your driving safer for everyone. When it comes to mirror checks and shoulder checks, doing them consistently is key. They're your best tools to prevent side collisions, and effective checks can actually reduce the risk by around 20%. Managing your blind spots is also crucial. Remember to use the 2-second rule to keep a safe following distance, and in tricky conditions like rain, low light, or heavy traffic, it's wise to increase that gap. That extra space helps you avoid rear-end collisions and gives you more time to react. Overall, maintaining safe distances and being aware of blind spots are essential habits that contribute to safer driving for you and everyone around you. When driving in challenging conditions, such as rain, snow, fog, or icy roads, it's crucial to adjust our driving habits to stay safe. These conditions can significantly reduce visibility and traction, making it easier to lose control or have an accident. The key points here are to slow down and increase your following distance. Giving yourself more time to react is essential because stopping distances increase in poor weather. It's also important to use your headlights appropriately, not only to see better, but also to be more visible to others. And if visibility is really poor, consider pulling over safely until conditions improve. Remember, the overall goal is to adapt to these conditions rather than pushing through them as if everything's normal. Safety should always come first, and understanding how to handle these challenging driving scenarios connects directly to the broader theme of responsible driving. Let's talk about driving in different adverse weather conditions and how to stay safe. Starting with ice, it's crucial to accelerate and brake gently to avoid losing control. Sharp turns should be avoided because they can be very dangerous on icy surfaces. Keep a large gap between your vehicle and the one ahead, as stopping distances increase significantly. Be especially cautious of black ice, which can be hard to see but very slippery. Driving with extreme caution is essential whenever you encounter icy roads. Next, fog. Use your low-beam headlights because high beams can reflect back and reduce visibility even more. Maintain a safe distance from the vehicle in front of you and avoid passing other vehicles, as visibility is limited. Stay alert for sudden obstacles or slow-moving vehicles that might not be immediately visible. When it snows, slow down and brake gently to prevent skidding. Increase the distance between you and other vehicles because stopping distances are longer in snow. Using winter tires can significantly improve traction. Avoid abrupt steering movements, as they can cause loss of control on snowy or icy roads. Rain requires a different approach. Reduce your speed and increase the distance from the vehicle ahead. Avoid sudden maneuvers, which can lead to hydroplaning or losing control. Always turn on your headlights to improve visibility and be extra cautious of water pooling on the road, which can cause your vehicle to slide unexpectedly. Overall, adverse weather conditions dramatically increase the risk of accidents. Wet roads, for instance, can raise crash probabilities by up to 34%. The key to safety is adjusting your driving, slowing down, maintaining greater following distances, and braking smoothly. These simple techniques can significantly enhance your safety and that of others on the road. When driving at night, seeing sooner means reacting sooner. Nighttime and glare can make it harder to see clearly, which can slow down your reaction time. That's why it's so important to use your high and low beams correctly. High beams give you better visibility on dark roads, but remember to switch to low beams when there's oncoming traffic or when you're following another vehicle. Also, keeping your windshield clean and clear helps you see better and reduces glare. Adjusting your speed and spacing is another key part of safe night driving. Slow down to match what you can actually see ahead and increase your following distance so you're not overdriving your headlights. This gives you more time to react if something suddenly appears in your path. When it comes to glare from oncoming headlights, don't stare directly into them. Instead, look slightly to the right of the headlights and keep your posture upright and steady. This technique helps reduce the effect of glare and keeps your eyes focused on the road. Research shows that these adaptation measures can cut nighttime crashes by about 25%. So, by being mindful of these tips, adjusting your speed, keeping your windshield clear, and scanning smartly, you can improve your safety and reaction time during those tricky night drives. When navigating complex driving scenarios, it's important to adopt adaptive strategies. This means maintaining a safe following distance from the vehicle ahead, reducing your speed when needed, and using clear signals to communicate your intentions. These actions help you respond effectively to unpredictable situations on the road. Unexpected obstacles can appear suddenly: debris, stalled vehicles, or pedestrians. Recognizing these hazards quickly and responding appropriately is crucial to avoiding collisions. Staying alert and attentive allows you to react swiftly and keep everyone safe. Construction zones add another layer of complexity. Frequent lane shifts, the presence of workers, and unpredictable signage can catch drivers off guard. Without proactive driving, the risk of accidents increases significantly. It's essential to stay alert, follow posted signs carefully, and adapt your driving accordingly. Heavy traffic also poses challenges. Congestion reduces your reaction time and limits your maneuverability. That's why practicing defensive driving becomes even more important in these conditions. Staying patient, maintaining a safe distance, and being prepared for sudden stops or lane changes can make all the difference in avoiding accidents. When you combine heavy traffic, construction zones, and unexpected obstacles, it's clear that cautious, adaptive driving is key. Staying alert, adjusting your driving behavior, and anticipating potential hazards help ensure safety for everyone on the road. Let's talk about collision avoidance and emergency response, which are critical components of any safety system. First, collision avoidance involves the use of sensors and algorithms to detect potential hazards early on. This allows the system to take preventive actions, like slowing down or rerouting, to prevent accidents before they happen. It's all about being proactive rather than reactive. Emergency response, on the other hand, kicks in when an unexpected incident occurs. This includes clearly defined procedures and automated actions to minimize damage and ensure safety. Think of it as your safety net, quick, decisive, and effective. Both of these elements are essential for creating a reliable and safe operational environment. They connect directly to our overall goal of minimizing risk and ensuring safety at every stage. By integrating collision avoidance with robust emergency response protocols, we can effectively protect people, equipment, and the environment. Recognizing imminent collisions is a crucial aspect of overall safety management. When we talk about this, we're focusing on the importance of early recognition, such as detecting a rapidly approaching vehicle or unexpected obstacles in the environment. The earlier we identify these risks, the better our chances are to react effectively. This slide emphasizes that combining early recognition with a quick response can significantly prevent crashes or at least reduce their severity. For instance, reaction-based avoidance maneuvers, like braking or steering, can decrease injury severity by up to 40%. So the key takeaway here is that timely detection and rapid response are vital. They are central to our overall strategy of safety, helping us protect both vehicle occupants and pedestrians. This concept ties into our broader theme of proactive safety measures. It's about being alert and prepared before a collision can happen. Now, let's talk about executing emergency maneuvers effectively. When you're in a hazard situation, the key is to feed and throttle smoothly as you exit the hazard zone. This helps you maintain traction and keep the vehicle under control. Controlled acceleration is essential. You want to apply firm, progressive pressure to maximize grip without locking the tires. Remember to keep the vehicle straight and controllable throughout this process. Next, there's threshold braking. This involves looking where you want to go, steering decisively in that direction, and then unwinding the steering smoothly. Doing this helps you regain stability and traction quickly, which is critical in emergency scenarios. Finally, mastering evasive steering combined with threshold braking and controlled acceleration significantly improves your chances of avoiding a crash. Training programs show that after practicing these skills, drivers are about 35% more successful in avoiding accidents. So, by integrating these techniques, evasive steering, threshold braking, and controlled acceleration, you enhance your ability to respond effectively and increase your safety in critical situations. When a collision occurs, the first step is to contact emergency services promptly. It's crucial to provide clear and accurate information about your location, any injuries involved, and potential hazards at the scene. Doing so helps responders arrive prepared and can significantly improve their response effectiveness. Next, exchange information with the other parties involved. Share contact details and insurance information, and if possible, take photos and notes of the scene. This documentation can be invaluable later on for claims or investigations. Securing the scene is also vital. If it's safe to do so, move vehicles out of traffic to prevent further accidents. Setting up warning triangles or turning on hazard lights can alert other drivers and help keep everyone safe. Then assess injuries. Check yourself first, then others, and if you're trained, provide first aid. Remember, avoid moving seriously injured people unless absolutely necessary, as this can cause further harm. Following these steps, assessing injuries, securing the scene, exchanging details, and contacting responders can improve your response effectiveness by up to 30%. This structured approach is essential in ensuring safety and clarity during what can be a chaotic situation. Now, let's talk about advanced driving strategies and lifelong safety. These are crucial because they help us stay safe not just today, but for years to come. When we discuss advanced strategies, we're focusing on techniques that enhance our driving skills and help us anticipate potential hazards before they happen. For example, understanding how to navigate complex intersections or adapt to changing weather conditions can make a big difference. Lifelong safety also means developing good habits now that will serve us well in the future, like always wearing a seatbelt, avoiding distractions, and staying alert. Remember, safe driving isn't just about reacting quickly. It's about being proactive and thoughtful behind the wheel. By mastering these advanced skills and committing to lifelong safety practices, we can significantly reduce risks and protect ourselves and others on the road. This connects directly to our overall goal of responsible and mindful driving at all times. When it comes to advanced driving, developing nuanced judgment skills is essential for handling complex situations. These include scenarios like multi-vehicle interactions, adverse weather conditions, and traffic congestion, situations that test even experienced drivers. What sets advanced drivers apart is their ability to anticipate chains of events before they unfold. They continuously update their risk assessments as conditions change, which allows them to respond effectively. This refinement in decision-making helps in choosing responses that maintain adequate time and space buffers, even under pressure. By doing so, errors decrease and crisis management improves significantly. As a result, incident rates drop, not just among less experienced drivers, but also among those who are highly skilled. The detailed cognitive and behavioral strategies behind this involve thinking ahead, staying adaptable, and managing risk proactively. These skills are at the core of what makes a driver truly advanced, enabling safer and more efficient navigation through complex driving environments. Let's take a closer look at how driving skills are adapted for different professional needs. First, we have specialty vehicle operators. These drivers handle unique vehicles like construction equipment or buses, so their training emphasizes precision operation and managing specialized controls. They also need to adapt to varied environments, which means being flexible and resourceful in different situations. Next, emergency responders face a different set of challenges. Their training focuses heavily on high-speed control and quick decision-making, especially in hazardous conditions. This includes pursuit driving, quick response maneuvers, and assessing risks rapidly to keep themselves and others safe. Finally, commercial vehicle operators concentrate on cargo management, route planning, and ensuring compliance with transportation regulations. Their skills include safe loading and unloading, as well as handling oversized vehicles, which require careful planning and attention to safety standards. Overall, adapting driving skills for these professional needs highlights the importance of specialized training tailored to the vehicle and environment. It's about equipping drivers with the right skills to perform their duties safely and efficiently, no matter the context. Safe driving, as I see it, isn't just about reaching a certain destination or completing a trip. It's really about understanding that it's a continuous journey, something we have to commit to every day. It's a lifelong process of learning, because roads and conditions change, and we need to stay updated and adaptable. Vigilance is key, staying alert, paying attention to our surroundings, and never taking anything for granted. And of course, responsibility plays a huge role, not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us on the road. Every decision we make impacts others' safety, so it's about being mindful and respectful. This idea ties back to the overall theme of this presentation, which is about cultivating a mindset of safety and responsibility behind the wheel. It's not just a one-time effort. It's a continuous commitment that helps protect us and those we share the road with, day in and day out. Let's talk about maintaining a defensive mindset behind the wheel. It's all about staying alert, continually learning, and always prioritizing safety, no matter if you're on a short trip or a long journey. This mindset helps you react appropriately to unexpected situations. Next, hazard recognition is crucial. You should scan your surroundings constantly, anticipating risks before they become immediate problems. Adjust your speed and keep a safe distance early on so you're prepared for any surprises. Navigation is also key. Planning your route ahead, following the posted signage, and staying oriented helps you make smoother decisions. This reduces the need for last-minute maneuvers, which can be risky. And of course, vehicle control forms the foundation of safe driving. Strong fundamentals, like proper steering, braking, and acceleration, support both everyday driving and more challenging conditions, ensuring your handling remains safe and smooth. To wrap it all up, safe driving is a lifelong commitment. Staying alert, recognizing hazards early, planning well, and mastering vehicle control all come together to make every trip safer for you and everyone around you.